Hello, hope you're well. My name's Richard Vince, and I wanted to talk to you today about being realistic yet optimistic. Now, often I'm accused of not being realistic at all. I'm accused of just being an optimist, and I find that quite strange, really, because I am, I believe, realistic, but I'm optimistic in my realism. So I believe I look at things in a way that's accurate, reasonably accurate anyway, as accurate as anybody can say they look at things. And yet, I am optimistic that they will turn out for the best. So I always try to be um, as realistic as possible. I want to um, consider all the possibilities, all of the likely outcomes. I want to consider all of the ways that I can positively influence the situation, or even that other people can positively influence the situation. I consider all of those things, and then that becomes my realism. And the reason I do that, or do this, is because I don't really see the point in doing anything other than this. If I look at things and have a negative point of view, or a negative outlook, I think that things will turn out badly, then immediately I start to feel worse. I don't feel as good as I would if I was looking optimistically, realistically in my point of view. So immediately I feel less good there and then on top of this, I may concern myself. I may feel concerned that things are going to turn out negatively. And let me give you an example of something that's going to happen in 3 weeks' time. So if I said this thing is going to happen in 3 weeks' time, there are two possible outcomes. One is that it will go really, really well for us all, and two is that it will go badly for us all. If it goes badly, we will perhaps be in a bit of a muddle. We'll have to work hard to get out of it, and um, we will certainly know that it's gone badly. If it goes well, so I mean it'll have the opposite effect. Everything will go really nicely. We'll be perhaps better off financially, better off emotionally, better off relationship wise, whatever it is, whatever the thing is, um, we'll be much better or much worse. Now let's say that I'm standing with a pessimist. Well, they would call themselves a realist, but let's say pessimist from my point of view anyway. And we have completely different ways of dealing with this. I can tell you exactly how I would consider it. I would say, right, let's assume the best is going to happen. Let's have 3 weeks of enjoyment, 3 weeks of fun. Let's be optimistic. Let's be in a good place. Be cheerful every day. Looking forward to this positive outcome. The pessimist, on the other hand, would say, "Oh, I'm going to prepare myself for the worst. It could be dreadful. I need to be in a position where I can deal with everything." And I do see the reasoning. I understand the reasoning. So they put themselves in a position where they consider the worst, they prepare for the worst. But my outlook on this is that they feel bad. So from today until 3 weeks' time, they're going to feel bad about this. They're going to feel depleted. They're going to feel sad or less happy than me anyway. And in 3 weeks' time, if the chances of it going well or going badly are equal, then this is the way I see it. If it goes well, then I've been happy for the 3 weeks, and now I'm happy, and I can continue being happy. So no negative on my side at all, none. If, however, I had been pessimistic, thinking it was all going to be bad, then I would have had 3 weeks of misery and upset and feeling less good than I could feel. And now all that has been a total waste of time because the thing turned out well. and I've got to perhaps spend some time getting my mood around, changing myself into a more positive outlook, and just getting myself out of the doldrums. Now that may happen quickly, but who knows? All right, now let's look at the other side of the coin. Let's say that in 3 weeks' time, this thing turns out badly. My outlook is this: who is going to be best prepared for a bad outcome? Is it me, who's been enthusiastic, happy, relaxed for 3 weeks? Now, it might be a bit of a surprise for me because I wasn't expecting the thing to go badly. But apart from being surprised, I've spent 3 weeks in a good place, not worrying, feeling pretty resourceful. I think I'd feel pretty good. The person, however, who's been worrying about this thing going badly for 3 weeks, now, after 3 weeks of worry, their worst fears have come true. So they are prepared, I'll give you that, they are prepared for this bad thing. But how resourceful are they going to feel? They've had 3 weeks of worrying, 3 weeks of concerning themselves, not 3 weeks of relaxing and enjoying themselves and being in a great place. So I think that person is going to be in a worse position to deal with the bad thing that's happened. Okay, so I don't really see any positive aspect to being negative at all. Or I know that pessimists will say realists, but you see, optimists say realists as well. We're obviously not all correct, are we? But anyway, this is my outlook on being realistic but optimistic. And I really feel that by being optimistic, I'm much more likely to make reality a positive thing than if I'm pessimistic or down on everything. I think pessimistic is a strong word. It sort of suggests, you look for the worst in everything. But there are aspects to it that really do bring out the worst in things. Anyway, so that's my take on being a realistic optimist. Does that make sense? Yeah. So to put it in a nutshell for you, I believe I am being realistic, but I'm optimistic about that reality. I look for good ways for that to all pan out, and I do everything I can to help make it pan out optimistically and in a good way. All right, so I'll leave it there for you. Something for you to think about. This is one of these situations or discussion points. I don't really think there's a right or a wrong answer. It's just about how we all want to feel. And my outlook on life is very simple. I want to feel the best I can feel every single day. So, it's nothing particularly complicated. It's very simple, and that's what I strive for all the time. All right, I'll leave it there. Have a bit of a think about it. I think probably you need to work out first whether you're an optimist or a pessimist. Then have a think about whether that's a good thing or not such a good thing. And then probably the hard thing, if you decide it's not such a good thing, is to find a way to make a change. But there's lots of stuff on the Brain Dojo website that may help you, so maybe you'll find something there. All right, see you soon.